Hi there, my name is Jamie O'Connor. I'm the current LMS at Mountain View Elementary School. One of the first sections that I'm going to review or just let you know about is backing up and then using your backup to rebuild Destiny. I work in Cobb County and our tech people in the county actually do this for us, so I don't have to do it. But if you go to Google and just type in rebuild Destiny or backup Destiny, Follett actually has a 2-page PDF that's very easy to use, and you can use it from there. Now, what we're going to be working on is reports, and we're working on library reports. The first portion is our circulation. Now, our circulation is you might want to look at all books that are checked out. You might want to look at all books that are currently overdue, or you can even look at their overdue from 1 to 1 day. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because if I run it, student information will pop up, and I don't want to breach their confidentiality. I'm going to click continue. We'll just do graduating in 2016. The nice thing is you can also click patrons of other sites that have my materials, meaning you might have a 5th grader that jolted off to middle school and did not return their book, so you can see it. We're going to click continue, and I want the barcode and I want the price of the checked out overdue material. And then we're going to run the report. It's always the top report. Make sure you hit refresh. When you see it says completed, you click view. Now, there are no student names here, but what you would see across the page is the student name, the book they have checked out, the date they checked it out, when it was due, and how much it costs. So you can have it in alphabetical order, or you can also have it in by homeroom. So that's how you do the overdue materials and unpaid fines. And that's also how you can run books that are checked out as well. You would just go back to library reports, to circulation, and you would click all that are checked out. Now that's a pretty big list, so you might have to wait a while. You can also run inventory reports. You just remain up here at the Reports tab, Library Reports. Scroll down until you see the word inventory. Oh, I might have passed it. It might be up top. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Inventory control. You can have your completed inventory, or you can have inventories in progress. These two right here tell you the last time you had a complete inventory done. And these are your completed ones, or you can move over here to in progress. I don't have any in progress at the moment because I'm not taking inventory just yet. But it also lets you know that, here in the 500s, 1,778 books are accounted for, but 6 are lost. So you can figure out where you're losing books. Now I know this says completed in 2011. I was not in the media center then, so that might actually be the time that we last had a full inventory done. I'm going to go back up here to reports, library reports, and I'm going to click on I want to know the age of my collection. So I'm going to do a collection statistics summary. Now this button right here takes a minute to open up because it is going through your entire collection. This report does take some time, so we have to sit here for just a second. But while we're waiting, you can also do a historical one. And if you want to know what that one goes, you can always click Show More, and it says you can select by date, view by summary or title. So all these little Show Me More tabs next to what you're looking for can be helpful if you want to make sure that you're clicking on the right report before you decide to make your report. This collection statistics summary report became very valuable to me when I started weeding my collection, because I know my collection had not been weeded in at least 12 years. It's a really long time. There were many, many books that were older than I am, and let's just say I'm old enough. And it has been quite an experience weeding all of these books. There it is. Okay, so you have this report come up, and if you look over here on the right, you can see circulation, age, and value. Now we're going to look at circulation real quick. Let's look at circulation in our 0 to 99 in the Dewey. Okay, I broke it down. 2 books from 0 to 9 were checked out this month, and 21 have been checked out this year. Our copy count is we have 30. So I've got 30 books that have a Dewey range of 0 to 9. I can narrow that down more by clicking on it, and it actually gives me from 1 to 9. It tells me 2 books that have a 001 were checked out this month. And 002, there were 4 books checked out. And then this is total. This isn't a very active area in Dewey, but I can also go to the age. So I'm going to the age here, and we're still in a very low range from 0 to 9. But this is telling me that I've got a book in there, 8 copies, with an average age of 17 years. That's quite a long time. The average is 14 years. So it looks like this group I have has a pretty dated books in it, and I might want to take just a little bit of a closer look at it. Alright, I'm back in the report section of the library reports, and we're going to talk about barcodes. Barcodes can be your friend or your nemesis, so you've just got to jump in there and hop on. Now this is going to be a report for my barcodes that are used. They're out there in my collection attached to something. I'm just going to run the report. I'm not even going to try to narrow it down. So if I view it, here's my used barcode list. Now, I know when I get to my unused barcode list, I'm going to need a starting number. And I don't have a scanner with me, so I'm going to go ahead and just copy this number. And this is just for this purpose. You'll have your list when you do yours. So we'll go back to library reports, go to barcode lists. Now we're going to go to unused. We'll say number of barcodes, give me 100. And the starting barcode number I want you to start from is that. You can put a range in if you want. I'm going to run that report. Refresh it. There it is at the top. I'm going to view it. And the barcode number that I put in at the start, and I said I wanted out of 100, these are the barcodes that I currently have free, that I can use on books that might be donated or don't come with a barcode on them already. Follett's really great. They put barcode numbers on for you. I highly recommend it. They also print barcode labels for you. I highly recommend that. But you can use this. When I use this, I print out a barcode with this number on it when I add a title, or a copy, when I add a copy, and then I just cross it off. But here are some barcodes that are available for me to use because you do not want to duplicate a barcode number. Now we need to print these barcodes. So let's go back to report, library report, and we go down to our labels. Okay, so we have barcode labels. Now, you want one label per barcode, okay? We're going to sort by barcode and list. We're going to view it. I'm not going to fill any of this information in because I'll actually get barcodes if I don't. But if you know that you just put a new book out there, you had entered it into Destiny, on Halloween, and the barcode fell off, you could put those dates in. Any material type, I'm just going to say book. I do want the title and author on my barcode and my site name, which is my school name. You also want to make sure you have the correct labels in and that you're printing on the correct one. You might have 3 labels missing, so you'd want to start this one on the 4th one. We're going to run that report, refresh it, view it, and there's my barcodes. Now remember, I didn't narrow those down. You can very easily narrow those down, but I'm just showing you how to get in there and get in and to do it. The same concept applies when you're printing off spine labels. We go back down to our labels, and now we're looking at spine and pocket labels. Again, I'm not going to put a time constraint on myself. I know I just did a bunch of them, but I can't remember the date. I want to make sure that I have the correct labels, the correct starting labels, and I'm going to run a report, refresh it, and view it. And there are my spine labels. It's really, really simple, especially when you're putting a title in, because you have the option to go ahead and print your barcode and your spine label, but this is just in case one falls off, so it's pretty easy to do. The next thing we're going to look at is, I want to come down here to bibliography. Now, they don't, oh no, it's right here, sorry. Oh, it's not that one, I apologize. We don't have what we call an index in Destiny. It is bibliography. We want to search by age. Oh, we did that already, sorry. We want to look for, books maybe by call number. So instead of just looking by list or title, author, subject, you can look at it by the dates that you added the copies, the date the title was added or updated, but we're going to do the call number. And let's do the 400s to 450. There we go, 450. And we'll go ahead and we'll save book. Now I'm not going to do a publication year because I already know that my nonfiction collection is quite dated. So we're going to run this report. Refresh the list. And here's all my books between 400 and 450 with all of their information on it. It's got the author and the call number and the actual title of the book, like You Wouldn't Want to Live Without Writing. Those You Wouldn't Want to books are some of my all-time favorite books. So I hope that this little tutorial has helped you learn how to navigate Destiny and its reports. And I have a little self-assessment coming up for you. When running a circulation report, do you click on Library Reports or Patron Reports? What 2 types of inventory reports can you run? You can run circulation reports by date, call number, and Dewey number. True or false? The barcode reports can be found under the circulation section of the reports. True or false? In Destiny, running an index report can be found under which tab? Bibliography, Wishlist, or Weeded titles? All reports that you run on Destiny are saved in your records. True or false? Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed it.